r/ask Reddit, what industry do you consider to be legal, organized crime? Also make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy. Cable TV companies that have eliminated the competition in an entire town. Many cities have laws that there can't be competition. Originally was sold as a way to get cable companies to build the infrastructure with the promise of a short-term monopoly. Decades later, they still have the monopolies. Yelp-opt advertise your business with them to increase engagement and gain positive reviews, but when you stop advertising, they suppress positive reviews and promote negative reviews. Plus, the core huge dicks about iTalks. I had a guy from Yelp bug the shit out of me when I did not want to pay for their service, so he started telling me that they were going to put banners for my competitors directly above my listing. I toms him I did not care, cause I've only ever had one person contact me because of Yelp, so he just told me that my business will definitely fail without them, because it did not seem like I was savvy enough to hack it. Civic asset forfeiture. Yeah, it basically legalizes theft and increases corruption in law enforcement. Civil forfeiture in the United States, https://en.wikipedia.org/wiki/civil_forfeiture_in_the_United_States. Lobbying, HNR block, TurboTax, paid health insurance. I've used TurboTax for a lot of years. Last year when I was filing TT had a bug that prevented me from filling my taxes. They never fixed the bug. Ended up using FreeTaxasa. Cheaper, easier to use, no bugs. Pharmacy benefit management, the root cause behind why it is impossible to get honest and transparent drug pricing. This 100% should be at the top. Source, I am a pharmacist. Edit, just to spread awareness, some insurance companies, Caremark, for example, own the pharmacies themselves, CVS, and the PBM, Pharmacy Benefit Manager. Vertical monopoly, should be illegal. Comment below, drop this amazing video. https://udo.be/_khh6pznhcm. U.S. health insurance. United Healthcare posted $5 billion in profits in the third quarter last year. They are literally incentivized to charge you more and provide less in service in order to make more profit. They are grifters and redundant middlemen in every way. Printer inks. This needs more attention. It's extortion. The newer the printer, the worse they are. Chips that require brand name ink and toner to be used. Refusal to print in black and white until you buy yellow. Toner quantity determined by number of pages printed, not amount of toner used. We have analyzers at work that only print in black and white, but since the printer they chose was the only one ever approved for that analyzer, we have to use it. We have to stock all the color toners, even though they have never been used. That, however, does not keep the color toner from gradually migrating into the waste toner cartridge. Any government with any level of competence would outlaw this. The Church of Scientology. Dude literally wrote the doctrine of the church while strung out on meth in a hotel in Los Angeles. Wrote like 50 shitty books, chose one and was like, "Octal tacos make this a religion, everyone pay me octal." And somehow it worked. The more you read about Scientology the more horrifying it is. Their Sea Org thing is basically slave labor on international waters. Ticketmaster. This. I had just bought 2 tickets and paid a service fee. Last minute I could not go, and resold back on Ticketmaster, trying to just get what I paid back. Ticketmaster took another 15% from me and from the new buyer. Triple dipped one ticket, Idaco's absurd. I scrolled for a while and did see it, so I'll throw out ISPs/cable providers. They are almost literal monopolies who try their best to pretend they are something else to get legal protections they don't deserve. And the absolute cheek of some of the bastards too. I left an apartment a few years ago, I called to cancel the internet, they tried making me pay $50 for the privilege. Like dude, I know exactly what goes involved for you to do this. IOCOM not paying you 50 for it? I'll be off my credit report in a year or so. Never paid it? IDACO's the principal. Payday loans. Yes. They are despicable. And the laws that enable them. Anything based around an MLM. My parents got scooped up in this shit. Amway I think IDACO's called. Some double diamond lady got them to sell their shitty products for years. They had to go to North Carolina for some big Amway conference and it was nothing but these diamonds showing off their mansions, boats, cars, etc. It was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I scrolled for a while and was surprised not to see the online gambling industry. The offline gambling industry too. Fantasy sports betting companies seem to be ramping up their advertising over the past few years. Ticketmaster. They buy their own tickets and sell them at a markup, they are scalpers. Lobbyists. Yeah, the idea behind lobbying makes sense in theory. Congress members can't be experts on everything. If Congress is all voting on a measure regarding the environment, or gun safety, it makes sense to have people who work in those fields coming to provide their expert advice to Congress so they can make an informed decision. Somewhere along the line it just morphed into legalized bribery. The student loan industry is BS. Tow truck companies. Legally allowed to steal your vehicle and force you to pay exorbitant fees to get it back. My roommate had his truck stolen. The police called him, and he picked it up. Minor damage to the steering column and the grille where they drove it into a snowbank. The insurance company wanted to pick it up with a tow truck and inspect it before authorizing repairs. So, I drive him to the yard, and they tell him the truck is beyond repairs, and they want to give him $7,000 for the truck he owes $11,000 on. He is pissed. I walked into the yard. I found his truck, and the whole cab is smashed in. He had pictures from 2 days before, after he had gotten it back that showed it was in good condition. They ended up paying for an identical truck. I think it was around $15,000. The bottled water industry. I'll take your water and when you get thirsty, you buy my water. Diamonds. The optical industry. It's a monopoly ran by Luxottica. The American prison system. It's not really an industry but the whole management of football in Europe seems to be corrupted to the bone. Are you saying it's not just Juventus? Ticketmaster, StubHub, and the whole racket of third-party ticket brokerages, such utter BS that we have to pay so much to companies that add so little value. America's health industry. Insurance and pharmaceuticals. U.S. Congress, insider trading. Hell, it's not limited to insider trading. Elites are given different rules to play by, from everyone else. All insurance companies, especially health. The lengths they will go to find a way to not cover you is bonkers. TurboTax. The wedding industry. Politicians trading stocks. Debt collectors / collections agencies. I have a $38 debt from a book club that I never signed up to, that sent me one book. Every 5 years they pop up on my credit report for a year and disappear. How the hell is that even remotely legal? Have you looked into disputing it?